So I thought we could have some fun today and go back to my roots, and I am gonna show you how to get your very first chin up on today's episode. I didn't realize that video was gonna take me 20 minutes. So I put a lot of good value in there though on how to get this first chin up. So take your time as you go through it. Feel free to pause, to rewind, to watch how I do the progression, to understand how to make it all come together. All right. Let's get to today's episode. A lot of women that come into our program, and we first ask them, we're like, hey, if there was one move with your fitness that you would love to be able to do, but maybe you don't think is possible, what would it be? And they're like, you know what would be really cool is to do one of those chin up things. And I'm like, that is 100% possible. And I have basically 4 progressions, I wrote it down so I don't forget, that I wanna take you through. And if you practice these consistently, if you show up and every single time you're doing a workout, you do some of these each day, I am telling you, you will get your first chin up. And there's nothing better than feeling yourself pull your chin over that bar, and it is just pure strength. And when you get to the top, you feel like a badass. You feel powerful. So I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of moms watching me. I was like, and I know I got a lot of badass bees watching me. I was like, I'm gonna teach you how to do a chin up. And then I hope I know when you get your first one, I hope that you tag me in your stories on Instagram or shoot me a message, let me know, because I am telling you it's possible, and I'm telling you there is no better feeling than committing to the execution of it, and when you finally get it, you're just gonna feel over the moon. All right, so what I wanna start with is it does matter the amount of overall strength that you have. So there's a few things we need to consider before we actually do the progressions to get there. You do wanna make sure that number 1, you're already doing a strength program that is building overall strength. So it probably incorporates a push, pull, hinge, and a squat, right? So those are your big, we call them like your prime movers. You're working a lot of your bigger muscle groups that move your body around. So an example of a push might be an overhead press. A push-up, it could be anything on a bench, so maybe like a dumbbell bench press, a barbell bench press. Pulling variations, some are lower body, like pulling like a deadlift because you're pulling the bar off the ground. Other pull variations might be lawnmower rows with a dumbbell. You could have, if you're doing a cable machine, any type of lat pull down. So those are pulling variations. Hinge is anytime your hips stay high. The difference between a hinge and a squat is that when you move in a hinging position, this will be more like a Romanian deadlift when you're working your hamstrings. It could be the deadlift position. It could be like a split deadlift, a split stance Romanian deadlift, but you are keeping your hips high. So when you sit back into them, there's very minimal knee bend going more to the hamstrings and the glutes. The squat is hips go back still, but they go low. So then your hips go back and down, working and recruiting more of your quad muscles in the front of your legs, as well as still your glutes. And so you want to build up overall strength throughout, all right? And when you're building up that overall strength, you're also building up core strength because we transfer energy through our midsection. Our pillar of strength is connected from our shoulders to our hips through our core. So when we're doing a movement like the chin up, we need overall strength, we need shoulder strength, we need lat strength, we need bicep strength, we need hand strength, we need core strength. So you do wanna make sure you are incorporating a workout plan that is built with intensity in mind to get stronger as you go. Second thing, and I just mentioned it, is we do want core strength. So you can do a lot of direct core work, and the first progression we're gonna work on is actually a core drill. So again, you can build up energy and power through your center. So if you're gonna get up on that bar and you're gonna expect to pull your weight over the bar, you actually have to have your whole body connected. It's not just your arms and your back doing the work. Your core is keeping your entire body connected like one linked long unit, so you can pull over easily and effortlessly with energy going through your whole body. So we can recruit that by doing core drills like a hollow hold, a dead bug, any plank variation would work. Today we're gonna focus on the bent hollow hold or the hollow hold. And then the last component you want to also incorporate your plan is grip strength. So It takes a lot of grip strength to pull yourself over that bar, right? Because you have to grip on hard, you have to feel comfortable holding yourself up there. Then you have all of your core doing the work, transferring energy all the way down from your feet all the way up to your shoulders, creating as much tension as possible, and then the overall strength that you've built up to pull yourself over. So for I would say my favorite grip strength drills are anything that you're doing that is holding a weight, so you're carrying a weight. We like to do farmer's carries where you have one weight in each hand, your arms are down by your side, your shoulders are pulled back and down, you're recruiting lat strength at that point, you're doing hand strength, and then you're just carrying a weight back and forth. You're also holding your position nice and tall through your core so you don't bend either way. You can also work this with just one dumbbell or kettlebell as a suitcase carry. So again, you have one weight in one hand down by your side, staying nice and tall, keeping shoulders down, which contracts your lats, it keeps your core tight because you're not bending. So all of these components, overall strength, grip strength, and core strength, do play a role when it comes to doing the chin up. And so if you have those in your program, or if a coach writes your program like we do in the Angie method and we knew someone would want to get the chin up, we would be working those three things as well as these progressions I'm going to teach you today. Let's move into the progressions. I'm going to talk you through them and then I will show some videos of what those look like. The first one is the core strength movement, and this is called the hollow hold or the bent hollow hold. If you are not strong enough to open up and go into the hollow hold, we will regress or modify it with the bent hollow hold. So the way that you want to start out in this position, and I'll actually link an old YouTube video that we have from the gym on how to set up in your bent hollow hold, and you can hear us doing the explanation. So what you'll do is start on your back and you'll have your knees bent. The first thing you want to do is take a deep breath in through your nose into your diaphragm, so into your belly. So now your belly's contracted with air and you push your lower back into the ground. Then you're going to slightly raise your shoulders up off the ground. So hips are on the ground, lower back is on the ground. Then you're going to take your feet off the floor with your knees in a bent position, and you're going to start to try to extend your legs out a little bit while your back remains on the floor. You're taking your fingertips, because you just reached your shoulders off the ground, and you're going to reach your fingertips towards your heels again with lower back staying glued to the ground. That is your signal to keep your core tight and to keep your core connecting your shoulders to your hips. Once you feel comfortable in that position and you can hold it for about 30 seconds, you start to open up longer into the hollow hold, which is going to literally mimic how you will look when you start the movement of the chin up when you're up on the bar. So now you're going to extend, but your hands are going to go over your head, fingertips reaching long behind you. You're going to try to extend your legs longer so you're no longer bent. Toes are pointed. Again, your lower back staying glued to the ground, your hips are on the ground, and then you're going to try to stay long in a hollowed out position. All right, and you're gonna hold that again, making your way up to 30 seconds. When you can do that for multiple rounds, you're ready to go to the bar. So that was progression number 1, bent hollow hold to hollow hold. Number 2, you are gonna work that position, but you are gonna hang from the bar. So we'll call it a hollow hold hang or a lat engagement hang, but you need to know how to hold yourself in that position so you're one linked unit. Again, we want power and tension coming from your toes all the way up to your fingertips on the bar. We want no leaks of energy so it feels easy when you get that first chin up to pull over. So what you're gonna do for this one is you are gonna make sure you have box so you can easily reach the bar. You're gonna go, because we're working chin up, palms facing you. Pull up is palms away. We're gonna start with palms facing you. So you'll grip the bar, palms facing you, hold on tight, and you're gonna step off the box. This is the point though that we want to make sure we engage your lats. So the way that you're gonna do that is you are going to pull your shoulders away from your ears. So we don't wanna just be hanging from that bar loose. We want to pull our shoulders down towards our hips, and that is going to engage your lat muscle right there. So I'm lining up, my arms will be next to my ears, I'm gonna pull my shoulder down, engage my lat muscle, and you're just gonna hang on. So again, we want that grip strength built up so we can hang without it like being like, oh my God, my hands they're letting go, they're gonna let go. Not eventually, they will because you'll get tired, but that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna hold on, straight arms, engage your lats, and then you're going to make that hollow hold position. So you're gonna have your toes and your body is gonna be in that hollowed position. Your toes are pointing forward and you're slightly bringing your legs up towards your navel so you stay in that planked position. I recommend getting up to 30 seconds to 45 seconds in the hollow hold before you move on to the next progression. Ideally, you could do it all the way up to 1 minute. And then you just incorporate that. Maybe you do it one time every time you do your workout. So let's say you work out 4 times a week. You first would start with the hollow hold. I would do 3 rounds for however long you can hold it until you get up to 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Now you move that and you're doing the hanging hollow hold. Again, I would do 3 rounds up to 30 to 45 seconds. And once you have mastered that and you're executing it consistently, we're ready to move on to number 3. Number 3 is the flexed arm hang. So now the flexed position is when you're actually chin over bar. You're probably gonna be recruiting a lot of bicep at this point to hold you up there, but you're still in your hollow hold position. So for this one, you're gonna hold on and you are gonna jump above the bar. If you're kind of scared to jump, just make sure you have a higher box that you could step up and just slightly pull yourself up above the bar. So again, your hands are gonna line up about shoulder width apart. Your forearm is gonna be vertical and you're gonna just get your chin right above the bar. Now in this position, you're still making the hollow hold, it's just the position of your arms is different. So you're still gonna have your toes pointed and you're gonna be pulling them in slightly towards your navel so your core is engaged, and you're gonna hold up at the top, work your way up to 15 seconds first. That is benchmark number 1. And then you're gonna work your way up to 45 seconds. So it's similar to the hollow hold, to the hanging hollow hold. Now you're doing the flexed arm hold for 45 seconds. If you can get up to even 30 seconds and you can do that multiple rounds, you are ready for your first chin up. Before you get to your first chin up though, we're gonna add on one more element to that flexed arm hang. So what I want you to do is after you can get multiple rounds, remember, this is the new progression you're gonna add into your workout, for 30 seconds, you're gonna practice we're gonna call this 1, 2, 3, number 4. We're gonna call this number 4. This is the slow negative. All right, this is where you learn how to hold tension as you come from above the bar back to the straight arm position before you would do another rep. So you pull yourself up. I would just hold tight in that flexed arm position for like a good second or 2 to make sure you have the position locked in, and you're gonna slowly start to lower your body and open your arms up all the way to the bottom until you're in the straight armed position, okay? So I would like you to get to about 3 to 5 seconds of slow, controlled, full tension, core engagement as you lower yourself away from the bar. So you're working this position in all different ways. The hollow hold, you're learning how to initially engage and start to pull and get your lats engaged. The flexed arm hang, you're learning how to be at the top, full body tension. The slow negative, you're learning how to hold that tension as you lower away from the bar. So we worked the bottom of the bar, the top of the bar, and now we're working our way back down. When you incorporate your negatives, remember you've gotten the flexed arm hang, you can hold for 30 seconds to 45 seconds for multiple rounds, you're moving on to negatives. I would do 3 to 5 reps for 3 sets or 3 rounds. So you pull yourself up, you hold it real quick, and you're going down 3 to 5 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 and 5 if you can get it. You jump back up, you do the exact same thing for 3 to 5 reps. Now, after you've mastered that, you are ready for the chin up. So we're looking for one good rep. Once you get 1 good rep, it is really easy to get 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. So after you do your slow negatives, you mastered the flexed arm hang, here's the setup for the actual chin up. You get yourself under that bar, you get your hands gripped on, again, shoulder width apart, fist right over elbow. You step off the box, you are in the dead hang position, you engage your lats, you pull your navel in, you're in your hollow hold, and then you just pull right up. and it is gonna might feel funny at first, but when you get over that bar and you know you can do one, you are gonna be so excited to continue doing more reps. Where do you take it from here? We like to call it grease the groove, where you're still just practicing one smooth, beautiful rep. And so the way you would grease the groove is you would have a bar available. Maybe it's in your hallway, like one of those chin-up bars you can put between the doorway. Maybe you have a home gym, whatever it is. But every time you go past that bar, you're gonna jump up and you're gonna do your dead hang first, and then you're gonna pull up as smooth as possible, and then you're gonna walk away. Maybe it's 2 hours later and you pass the bar again, you're like, I'm gonna do one good rep. So you're just greasing the groove of that movement in that pattern, building up the grip strength, building up the shoulder strength, building up the lat strength every time you pass the bar. And eventually, when you're feeling strong one day, when you're feeling like that rep is feeling really smooth, try 2. Try 3, but just grease the groove as you go, or every time you work out, you're in there, you're doing your other stuff, you just finished squatting, you're like, I'm gonna do one good rep, right? And then you get on and you're moving on to the next thing, now you're doing lunges, and you're like, I'm just gonna practice one good rep. That's how you grease the groove. And eventually you'll just keep adding more on, and we obviously have a strategy and a structure to implement that into a program, but those are the progressions of how you can get your first chin up. And remember, every time in all of those drills, it's just practice. It's just getting a little bit better each time you show up in a workout and just consistently doing it, and eventually you will get that chin up and you are gonna feel like so badass. I'm so excited for it to happen. So those are the drills. I know I will probably get asked the question, what about assisted band chin-ups? There's a time and a place for them. I would not use them when you're learning how to do the actual chin-up. Once you have a chin-up and you want to build more, I'm okay with people throwing a band up there and working in about the 6 to 8 rep range with their band, just to kind of work the pattern, but where they don't really need all that much assistance to do it. And so at that point, you're just trying to build more strength in the movement when you already have the pattern dialed in. If we go right into a band and you haven't worked these other drills, you're not gonna really know how to hold your body weight and how to pull your body weight to get that first chin up. So I'm okay with them after somebody has their first chin up. When they do, I would work it in about 3 sets. I would do 3 sets per workout, and I would choose a band size that I could easily do 10 smooth reps with, where I'm not bouncing around and I'm not flailing my body. It's literally like I step off with the band, I get into that hollow hold, I get into my lat engagement, I pull up smooth, chin over the bar, I come down slow and controlled, and I do it again. But I would work it in the 6 to 8 rep range. So it would be a band I could do for 10 reps, but I would only work it in 6 to 8. So you find that band you could do 10 smooth reps with, and then you'll do 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps, and then you can always play around to see how your unassisted no band feels. So that's it. That's today's episode of how to get your first chin up. And I cannot wait to see in the comments when you ladies start implementing this, and how you're gonna be like, wow, I thought I would never do that my whole life, and here I am at 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, nailing my first chin up, and it feels so good. The other reason I also love it is that when you get your first chin up, you know how strong you are. You know how much muscle you have on your frame. You know how stable your joints are. You know how strong your core is. And it's just this beautiful example of all of the intention and attention you put into your strength in your body, and how resilient and bulletproof it is, and how you are pretty super strong. Okay, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna implement this. If you need any more support, I am here. But that is all I got for today's episode. If you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, let me know. I'm happy to create more fitness ones. I'm just not sure what you ladies wanna see, but if you let me know, I'll make something with that in mind. All right, chat soon. Okay, so the farmer's carry that I was talking about, you'll take 2 bells, dumbbells, kettlebells, at your size. Biggest thing for the setup is that you take your shoulders and you pull them back and down, so you stay nice and tall when you start the movement. Let me show you what it looks like. So bells are in my hand, big tall chest, shoulders back and down, walking without letting the bells pull me side to side. Suitcase carry, the only difference is it's 1 bell, and you're using your core to not let it pull you to the side. So you stand up, bell in one side, nice and tall. Don't let it pull you over. So you're resisting right here in the core to stay tall, and then walking. And those two will build up your grip strength for the bar.